Trying to figure this out for 40 minutes, but we figured it out just in time. Okay, let's see if we're on. Beautiful, and we're live. Beautiful. All right, let's click record and let's have some fun, everyone.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, Rick. Let's do it, man. Okay. All right, we're finally ready to rock and roll. So hello and welcome to the very first episode of Henry Unfiltered, a live commercial real estate podcast where we blend pitching, investment deals, and comedy. I'm your host, Henry Eisenstein, and thank you for tuning in tonight. I have a fantastic guest, dear friend of mine, and a awesome kick-ass industrial real estate developer. James, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure, Henry. Thanks for having me, brother.
Of course, man. Of course. So, funny enough, me and James live in the same building. We are both in real estate. We both work out together. We're both Libras. I don't know what else is different other than the fact that,
you have hair and I don't. Yeah.
What'd you say?
You have hair and I don't.
I was gonna say, other than I have hair and you don't. Yeah, we're basically twins.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. So listen, to kick things off tonight, let's break down how the show works. Our Zoom room is filled with individuals who will be volunteering to pitch real estate deals live. For those of you interested in pitching your deals, obviously right now is going to be your cue to raise your virtual hand and stay on camera or you will not be chosen. Individuals are then going to have 60 seconds to pitch their deal, and you will know their time is up when I say time. And today's guest and I will then evaluate their deal based on the information provided. And based on the quality of their deal, my guest and I, James and I, are going to then support them in selling their property or helping them get as far away as possible from their deal. Then we'll take some time to obviously interview them and, of course, have some fun. So let's give a quick disclaimer and we'll jump on in. So obviously by participating in today's show, all the individuals pitching confirm that they have all the necessary permissions to share information about their deals. They also agree to voluntarily participate in any lighthearted commentary or jokes made during the show and acknowledge that any actions taken by viewers based on the information presented will be their own responsibility and do not involve and or implicate the show or its creators. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off today's show with the very first pitch. Who wants to go first? Raise your virtual hand. Who wants to go first? Who's got a deal they want us to underwrite, evaluate, go through? All right, Devin, you're going to be our first contestant. Thank you so much for volunteering. I appreciate it. Everyone else, you can please feel free to raise your hand as well. I'm going to ask you to unmute. There you go.
Hey, Henry.
How we doing, Devin? Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, absolutely. Glad to be here.
Yeah, it just looks like you're in a classroom. So, I mean, I guess.
In the office.
So let's dive into your deal. Let's do it.
Yeah. My 60 seconds starts.
Your 60 seconds will start. Actually, let's kick things off with a timer. 3, 2, and go.
Okay. Yeah. So I have 8 units in Long Branch that I want to present to you guys. Long Branch being in Monmouth County. Not sure if everybody here is from New Jersey area. Quickly to start off, like I said, it's 8 units. We're dealing with 7 1-beds, or actually 6 1-beds, 1 studio, and a 3-bed. All those tenants are on annual leases. Building's generating a little over $20,000 a month in income. The property taxes on the building as go for expenses are a little over $11,000. We're taking in management at 5% and vacancy at 4%. The owner is in charge of paying gas, electric, and water, which comes out to be about $14,500. So that your total expenses are coming out to be at $53,804. The gross revenue total on the building is at $240,660. That brings your NOI, net operating income, out to be at $186,856.
And that's time. Ooh. Okay. Well, all right. So far we got 8 units. And for those of you who are listening, we got 8 units, 6 ones, 1 studio, a 3-bedroom, $20,000 a month gross, and around $53,000 in expenses. And we know the town is Long Branch. Okay. First off, James, how do you think he did?
I think he did well. I think he just, did a little bit, took a little bit too long to get to the point, but I think all in all, you gave us a lot of information pretty quickly. So I was fairly impressed.
Love it. And obviously, if you guys are tuning in here on Zoom or live on YouTube, make sure you guys comment down below. Let's rate Devin's performance. I think he spent a little bit too much time going through the numbers and, look, you could have just said eight units, 240 gross, 50 or 60,000 net, and moved on to the next point. Long story short, though, let's dive in a few things about the deal. So we got 240 gross. We got, let's just say on a 70, this is probably a 70% expense ratio, right? So 240 times 0.7, we're like a 168 NOI. Is that about what you got, Devin? What'd you get?
186.
186 is what he had, yeah.
Okay, 186. Okay, so I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. So let's just say we're at 168. What does the seller want? Let me guess. Hold on. The guy's going to want, I'm going to say my magical guess is the seller's going to be nuts here, and he wants.
This is your field of expertise, Henry.
I'm going to go with. I'm going to say the guy wants $2 million.
2.5 million.
2.5. Okay, I was almost going to guess 3 million, but I was going to try. I guess I gave him too much credit. Okay, 2.5 million. So what's our cap rate on that? So 160. I'm doing 168 into the 2.5 million. I got a 6.7 cap. James, if you got a 6.7 cap for a multifamily with absolutely zero upside, how fast are you running for the hills?
I think I'm getting out of there pretty quickly.
Yeah. Where do we think we need to be? If you're looking at a multifamily deal, small little 8-unit, great location, by the way. This is a fantastic location in New Jersey. Where do you think you need to be cap rate wise to even make sure we're taking a look at this thing? Because obviously, to me, also price per unit's crazy.
I think just depending on the quality of the actual construction of the asset, I think you need to be well over an 8 cap. So I think
over an 8 cap.
Yeah, I think you need to get pretty realistic with the seller here and try to bring them down. And if not, it's not a great deal, and it's time to probably move on.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think an 8 cap on this, my conservative NOI comes to 2.1. I still think that's a little high, even for this wonderful location. I'm thinking that we need to be closer to probably maybe 200 grand a door. Like my big thing is that like in this location, 200 grand to and change a door is about the highest I would ever pay for something, even if I'm at a 10 cap.
And what does that bring it to on a purchase price?
Like 1.6, I guess 1.6, right? Like 200 a door, 8 units, 1.6 million. I mean, it's obviously a 10 cap. I guarantee this guy bought it for probably what, 1.6, 1.7?
Yeah, about a year ago.
Oh, surprising. Okay. Big thing, also big, huge red flag, like the biggest red flag I could wave in the world is someone who bought it in the last 12 months.
Absolutely.
Right? Like it is just, he's got the juice that I want the squeeze for. You know what I mean? He's like, he wants to have somebody else pay for it. It just makes no sense.
Exactly.
Right. Devin, let's shift gears to you, my man. How long you been in real estate?
I've been in real estate for 7 months. 7
months. What's your experience been like?
It's been great. The team that I'm surrounded by right now really helps me out. So I've been able to adapt pretty quickly, I feel like, to the guys who I've been able to learn from. And I definitely start to feel comfortable in my own skin and thoughts when it comes to real estate. I came from no background. So everything that I come across today is something new, and I'm glad to keep learning every day.
I love it, man. Well, listen, I appreciate you sharing the deal. By the way, for those of you who are also whether you're on Zoom or you're on YouTube, the audience here, what do you think about the deal? Do you think it's a good deal? Do you think it's a bad deal? Again, by the way, just for, we're looking at a 6.7 cap based on my conservative NOI. Devin, you had a 180, what? 183?
86.
186 NOI divided by $2.5 million. That's a 7.4 cap, okay? 7.4 cap. So again, in the audience, let me know what you think about this deal. Would you invest in this if you had, let's just say, probably something like 750 to $1 million? Would you invest in this deal? Devin, I'm curious. Before real estate, what did you do?
I was caddying at a golf course. So I just turned 21 years old in September.
Nice, happy belated.
Thank you. Out of high school, I started working at a private golf course as a caddy, Matitaconk National. It's an international course. So very familiar with some golf courses in the Florida area, like yourself, Henry. And I know a lot of members who are members down there as well. So it's a great place to definitely make some connections with some higher ups.
For sure. Why real estate? Why'd you get into the business?
So like working at the golf course, I was around a lot of rich people, lawyers, doctors, real estate agents, and I was just carrying their bags. And I thought, why can't somebody be carrying my bag in the next couple of years? So I see this being as a no cap to my potential income I could be making, that I think this is the right business for me.
I love it. And I know this is multifamily, but do you only specialize in multifamily, or do you work on any other asset classes?
Yeah, I do not specialize in multifamily. I am open to working on all of retail multifamily, industrial and development opportunities as well. So I don't keep it strict to multifamily at all now.
Gotcha. Well, look, what would be some food for thought, James, that you'd give Devin to enhance his career? He's only been doing it for 7 months.
Yeah, I think for everybody on the call, I think a lot of people are shy to reach out to people on LinkedIn or wherever, however you reach out to someone. It's amazing how much people love talking about themselves and talking about their experience. So reach out to people, they'll help you, they'll tell you about mistakes, they'll tell you about triumphs. Go out into the brokerage community and try to make as many connections as you can. There's no such thing as a stupid question. So I think that's my food for thought.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate your insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, listen, Devin, thank you for coming on today. I want to know, just to be able to support you, how can people follow you, and what's the best way for people to contact you if they happen to have a buyer for this deal?
Yeah, so I do have a LinkedIn account. I could probably put into the comments section below. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I do have an Instagram as well. First name and the FOD as in my last name as well. So that's Devin Fod. That's my Instagram. And like I said, I'll put it in the comment section below as well. So everybody should have it.
Yeah, I think I think it's really professional when you're trying to pitch yourself is to have investors follow you on Instagram. I think. What's the best email for people to reach out to you if you have a deal?
Yeah, my email is my first initial, my last name, Foderaro, Foderaro at kw.com. I'll put that in the comment section below as well.
Cool. Listen, again, for those of you who are interested in supporting Devin, following him, or have a buyer for his deal, make sure you reach out to him via email, or obviously, apparently, you can follow him on Instagram as well. Love it. Thank you for being on here, Devin. Thank you for pitching your deal. Please come back. Please do the same. I'd love to hear more about the deals that you got. I appreciate you jumping on.
Get that price down, Devin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get the price down. Let's offer this guy exactly what he paid for it 12 months ago.
Exactly.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Bye, Devin.
So who else wants to raise their hand, come on here and pitch some deals live with us today? Who else wants to come on? Who wants to raise their virtual hand? Don't be shy, people. Come on now.
I don't think we're that mean to Devin.
No, I think we can be a lot more mean. You can't raise your virtual hand, Cole. You don't know how to do that.
Cole doesn't know how.
All right, Cole. Here, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. I'm gonna try to
There you
replace.
go. I don't know how to do it either, Cole. So don't feel too bad.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to 1 second. I don't know why it's just wants to keep Devin here for some reason.
Of course.
All right, Devin, you're just gonna continue with us. You know, that's just what it is. You know, Zoom wants you to be with us. Cole, I'm gonna ask you to unmute here, and I'm gonna lower your hand. There we go. Let me bring up this timer.
Oh gosh.
And your time starts now.
All right. But I have another deal in New Jersey. I'm also in New Jersey. It's in Monmouth County. It's a smaller deal. It's 2 buildings, both smaller buildings. It's a 3,200 square foot post office tenant. So it's your UPS, your USPS Postal Service national tenant. And then the other building is another smaller, around 3,000 square feet. It's a mix of 6 tenants. It's only 5 units. One of the tenants is an outdoor tenant, which is like a summer bike service. So it's 6 tenants total, 110,000 yearly gross. So that's just under 9,400 a month gross after your expenses. You're looking at NOI of 83,000, just under. And it's a 2 buildings, a parking lot across the street. So you have parking. The other major detail is that on the retail building, there's also an aspect for potential future development.
And that's time.
Cut me off short.
I mean, you got 60 seconds, dog. Time don't change. The words we say change. All right. Audience, how do we think Cole did? Drop in the chat box down below. Give him a rating, 1 through 10. Give him a rating, 1 through 10. Drop in the chat box down below. Audience on YouTube, do the same. Let's see how he did. Let's rate him here. James, before we dive on in, what did you think about the pitch?
Yeah, I think it's amazing how hard it is to get a deal's highlights across in a minute. So I'm very impressed that everybody's doing as well as they are doing, but I think we need to start getting to the point a little bit quicker. Let's start
100%.
just a quick overview. I mean, at the end there, it turned into a parking lot and now it's a redevelopment opportunity. Like, I'm like, holy shit, are we still talking about the same deal? So let's try and get, the bullet points a little bit better, to jump off the rip. But all in all, I think you did all right. If I understood you right, I think you said 83,000 NOI. Is that for the whole property or is that?
Yeah, it's the whole property.
Just clarifying. Henry, you can kind of go back through the highlights of the deal.
Yeah. So we got one person in the chat gave you an 8 out of 10. I think he's being very kind. Being very, very kind. I would say I agree, James, that I think that, come on and just like, look, I would be like, okay, what I got here is it's retail, 2 buildings. You start with it saying 3,200 square feet, and then you said it's another 3,000 square feet. You didn't even say a total square footage, so I just wrote down 6,200 square feet because I'm doing the math myself. And then you said it's 6 tenants, one building's 1 tenant, and then the other building's 5 tenants, and then there's an outdoor tenant. I'm like, just total everything. Come on here and total everything. Be like, listen, it's 6,200 square feet. There's 6 tenants. Gross income's 110. Net income's 80 something. Seller wants 1 point whatever million dollars that they want. Right? It's retail. Like, and then you can start describing it after you give us the main meat before you get to the potatoes here. I feel like we're getting to the salad, the types of plates, what fucking dress the waitress is wearing. I don't give a shit about any of that kind of stuff. I want to know what the fuck I'm eating. Right? Okay. So
some pressure here, right?
I don't listen, it's we got to work on it. That's all. It's all friendly. All right. So 6,200 square feet. Is that accurate?
So the one building is 3,200 and the other one is, I don't know the exact, it's around 67 total.
See, you could have just said 67 total. You're like rambling on. If this was a first date, I'd smack the fuck out of you.
7 total.
6,700 square feet total. That's all this is. Okay, look, it doesn't have to be that complicated. 67. I wrote 6,200. I don't even know how the fuck I got 6,200 because you didn't even say the right square footage the whole time. 6,700 square feet, 6 tenants, 110 gross. What was my NOI?
83.
83K. Okay, ready? Now this is where my skill sets come in. This guy wants, let's say, I'm going to say he wants like a 7 cap on 83. What the hell does that come to? 83 divided by 7%. This guy wants 1.2 to 1.4.
Yeah. Yes.
What's the number? Just say that's a 200K range. What the hell's the number?
He wants 1.2 actually.
1.2. Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, James. Let's go to you. What do you think about this retail deal? Apparently 6,700 square feet. We had to pull it out of this guy.
Yeah.
I had to beg him to tell me the exact square footage. What do you think about this deal?
I think all in all, I think it sounds okay. I don't think it sounds too bad. I would love to get a little bit more information on the leases to see kind of where things are shaking out there. If my math was right, this is right around like 12.25 a square foot. Triple net, is that about right? Rough math.
Not triple net. I don't have the exact per foot in front of me.
Which I feel like is probably a little bit under rented for the area, Henry. You probably know better than me, but I think there's room on these rents to be able to push a little bit. And I think all in all, I think you can make a 150 basis points jump as soon as these tenants roll.
Yeah, I think so yeah, hold on, I'm just repeating what you said. So yeah, rents right now are right now based on the 83 net is $12.38 and $12.38 a foot right now. And rents in that market, Cole, can you tell us what the market rents are?
I think you could, for the retail, there is one apartment. I probably didn't mention that, but for the apartment, it's only getting $1,000 rent right now. I think you could at least get that 1 bedroom, at least 1,500. Maybe the retail, at least closer to 2,000.
Hold on. You're not answering my fucking question. Okay, hold on a second. You start going into apartments and bullshit. I said, what is the price per square foot for retail? That's what I said.
Price per square foot?
Yeah. What is the market price per square foot for retail?
15, I would say.
Okay, $15 a square foot. Thank you, sir. Okay, so 15 per square foot times the 6,700 square feet apparently gives us $100,500. Okay, but you said there's also an apartment in this thing?
Yeah, so I was saying it fast, but there's a one bedroom. And the rest.
And by the way, during your minute, I didn't hear anything about a fucking apartment. You're just gonna sneak it in there like no. Just
That's
gonna.
coming in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's one of those slides. Slide that in there real fast. Okay, cool. So we got an apartment and five. Is that one of the 6 tenants? I'm imagining, right? Five retail, 1 apartment. Okay. So technically that would change everything because that apartment's probably, let's just say 700 feet. I'm gonna guess. Okay. So that means 6,000 feet times the 15 triple net brings us to 90. Okay, so it's 90,000 triple net, which I'm with you. And then you said the apartment is a what? 1 bed, 2 bed? What is it?
1 bed.
1 bedroom. Okay, so a 1 bedroom, and this is in where? What area is this?
Fort Monmouth.
So what do you think a 1 bedroom goes for?
I think you get $1,500.
$1,500. Okay, so we're gonna add another another 18K to that. So you're gonna get 18,000 minus utilities of that apartment if it's separately metered, right? So let's just say you take off $8,000. So you're gonna have 100 NOI. It's basically the same thing. You're gonna have a $100,000 net income, and the guy wants 1.2. So what is that? An exact 8 cap or just under right above an 8 cap? Divided by 1.2 million bucks. Yeah, it's an 8.3 cap once it's fully ready to go. So what number do you think makes the most sense right now, James? Because right now we're at 83 NOI. What do you need to buy this for to tickle your fancy?
I think you need to probably get paid for it a little bit more. I'd have to see the asset, obviously, but I think if we could get a little bit more information on the leases to see when those roll, that would.
When do you know when they're up, Cole?
Yeah. So the longest one is the post office is until 2028. Nothing to renew. None of them have options to
Renew, no renewal options.
yeah.
Okay.
The other retail are October of 25.
Okay.
Besides one, there's one that goes until 2029. So all at least a year from today's date.
Yeah, I think you try to get it at a 9 cap day one, and then I think once those tenants roll, I think you'd be pushing, a 10.5. So I don't
Okay,
think it's
so
a bad deal, and I don't
You said
think
9 cap day one, so 83,000. Jesus Christ, 83,000 divided by 9%. We're looking at a 922. Okay. So he wants 1.2. Can you make an offer of 900 grand and see where he's at, or what offers are you getting right now?
Yeah, I actually made 2 offers to him at 900K. He pretty much shot those down right away. We actually did get someone to come in at $1,050,000 after we, busted him on really trying to get him up a little bit. So that was good. But
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, listen, it sounds like you're on your way with this deal. I mean, obviously, it sounds like you're on your way to trying to get this thing locked up. I mean, hopefully the seller's not an idiot and doesn't hold out on you. Let's dive into a little bit more about yourself. How long have you been in the business?
I've been in the business officially for like around 22, almost 2 years now. So
22 what?
22 months, I was gonna say.
What are you, a fucking baby? You just like talk about yourself like a toddler? I've been in the business for 17 months. Who the fuck speaks like that? Year and a half, 2 years. Okay, cool. You've been in the business 2 years. Well, before real estate, what were you doing?
I was
You were a toddler? Is that where you were before?
toddler. I was a Wawa toddler pro. I worked at Wawa for 4 years for this. Went
Nice.
to community college for 1 year.
Okay.
I decided I want to enter, like Devin was saying, enter a business where there's really no cap on what you could make. So
Love it.
investor one day, I want to own my own properties. So I know getting into the rooms with people and having the conversations, trying to hear what they say is something I want to be a part of. So that's why I'm here and want to get better, and I love it so far.
I'm happy to hear that. What about real estate? What about real estate so far? Has given you some challenges, and what do you feel like's been going well?
Definitely having to, work each and every day, continue to show up without getting that paycheck at the end of each week, and having to still continue, having to continue to grind without receiving anything. That's definitely something that's tough, but
You seem like a savvy guy. I think you've closed a few deals.
I have. So I know that once I've closed a few deals, I found out that it was real. So that's what keeps me showing up and knowing that I will continue to have lucky days, even though there are some unlucky days. So that's what keeps me going.
I love it. What do you do for fun outside of selling real estate, Colin?
Watch sports, Yankee fan, so happy they won yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're thrilled the Mets that lost?
Yeah, I don't really care about the Mets, but yeah, workout, sports. That's really it. I'm an active guy, so
Sweet. What do you feel like was your favorite book, real estate or business wise, you read?
honestly, I'd probably do better in that aspect.
You could probably do better. What does that mean? You can't read or you don't read?
I don't think I've read too much in depth on real estate books, to be honest.
All right, we're gonna skip that. Right now, I just last few questions before we let you go. Why retail? So retail. Let's go into this. So this is a retail property. Do you only specialize in retail, or do you focus on any other asset classes?
That's actually a mixed use property, but I do all asset.
Okay, now. Oh, thanks. Sorry, you'd slipped in the fact that it was I had one a fucking apartment randomly. Sorry, I was looking at my notes. I didn't fucking write that down because I never heard it.
Yeah, I do all assets though.
Got it.
I've dealt with all assets. Haven't sold all of them, but I've
Gotcha.
had conversations.
Well, Cole, I appreciate you coming on today. How can people follow you? Don't fucking say your Instagram. I'm just kidding. You can say whatever the fuck you want. How can people follow you, get in touch with you?
You can follow my Instagram, Cold.Mountain. I'll put my email down below as well, cmali@kw.com.
Awesome.
Jersey and anywhere.
Cole, you're the man. Thank you so much for showing up today. Appreciate you a lot. Let's give it up for Cole. Thank you. We're gonna go on to the next person. We got Dan. By the way, for those of you on Zoom, it's like this. This is how you actually applaud on Zoom, right? You just kind of shake your hands like this. That's yeah. You do like the jazz hands bullshit. That's actually how you do it because no one knows what the fuck this is. This is sweet. And whenever when everybody's doing that on there. All right, let's unpin Cole. Give me a minute here. We got to remove the pin, and then we're gonna have Dan. Come on, Danny Keenan. Are you an Uber driver and real estate guy at the same time? What the fuck is happening right now? Oh, and we're gonna ask you to unmute. Can you unmute? And I'm gonna lower your hand.
Good.
Okay. Are you driving? Are you Uber driving and in trying to pitch us a real estate deal? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I'm on my way to your mom's house real quick.
Oh, okay. Nice. Tell her I say hello.
I will.
All right, your 60 seconds.
yeah.
Your 60 seconds starts now.
Okay. We got a 17-unit multi-family, 14 one-bedrooms, 2 two-bedrooms, 1 three-bedroom.
Jesus Christ.
Overall numbers, we got a total yearly of $256,000. The expenses are around 100. I'm getting a call because I'm a very busy man, but that holds. NOI is around 152. Month-to-month leases. There's garages in the back, about 12 garages that are getting zero income right now. And the only bad part I would say about the deal is that there is Section 8. There is rent control in the area, but that's the overall for the building, relatively straightforward.
Okay, holy shit, 38 fucking seconds. He's like the Flash when it comes to real estate pitching. Holy shit. I couldn't even keep up with the fucking writing.
Oh, 3.25 if you want it. 3.25 purchase price.
How much?
We're going to do 3.25.
$3.25 million. Okay. James and the audience, rate his pitching down below. Rate it in the comment section. Out of 10, how do you rate his pitch? Everyone put a comment down below. Let's see what you think. James, what do you think about this pitch here?
You did the best job of getting us all the information that we needed. The only thing I'm missing is where is this at?
Little Ferry, my mistake. North Jersey.
Northern New Jersey.
North Jersey.
Got a lot of people from Jersey today.
Yeah, baby. Jersey represent.
There you go. The Jerseyans. All in all, I thought the pitch was good. He got all the information out. Again, I think we just needed the location, but I think he gave us enough to be able to evaluate it, which is probably more than what everybody else could say at that point.
Yeah. Okay, so let's kind of double check this stuff. So 17 units, mostly one bedrooms. NOI is $150, and he wants 3.25 million, and it's a rent controlled area. So that really gets me really excited to invest in that market. You just like turn me on so much when you say rent control. It's like my dirty little secret. It makes me so happy when people say that. But seriously, I honestly fucking hate rent control. I think it's the worst thing ever created. Thanks, government. We appreciate you so much. So let's talk about this. It sounds like to me this is like what, a 4.5 cap? What goddamn terrible cap rate is this? 150.
Yeah, it's a total shitter with the cap rate. I mean, I think cap it might be 3 or 4, something like that. It's a decent price per door in the area, which is on the upside. I would love to get some of these vacant. That would be basically the play. But it's a decent price per door is the only reason I'm.
Do you know if it has vacancy decontrol where I can at least get?
You can, it's like you can get them out and bump up rents right away. He actually had 2 tenants just leave that were family members that he was getting $0 from, and he got 2 tenants in there for $2,400 and $2,700. One's a 1-bedroom, one's a 2-bedroom.
Got it. Okay. So what I'm understanding, again, price per door isn't horrible. Cap rate is absolutely pitiful. It sounds like to me that the upside here is if this guy could sell it, majorly vacant, there might be some upside. I don't know if that's even a possibility.
Yeah, has to be explored. I would say at the right number, probably some sort of a possibility.
What kind of offers are you getting on this deal, or have you not gotten any?
I mean, with the actual cap rate of it, would probably make sense somewhere in like the low 2s, if not 2 realm, for like picking up a terrible cap rate, because the price per door is probably going to be really good at that, around that realm. I would say maybe open markets, you could sell at 2.5, and if we can get it vacant, we can probably get to the number that he would be looking for.
Got it. Okay, so do you think we can get this deal done at $2 million? I'd probably buy this deal at $2 million.
Yeah, I would find a way to buy this deal at $2 million too. I don't think we'll get it though at $2 million. I think we're gonna have to find a way to get some of these things vacant and get them in a high 2 to maybe low 3 number.
High 2 to low 3. Okay. I mean, look. I mean, let's see here. James, what are you thinking about this deal? What's coming to mind?
What is that a price per door?
Price per door. Can you do it for me, Hunter?
Yeah, I'm dividing it right now. Blah, blah,
It's like
blah, blah,
under 200. I think it's like 190 or something.
191 a door.
At what? 3 million or 325?
325.
2.5.
And obviously, everybody's going to say it's better cheaper, right? But I just feel like I feel like it's not a terrible deal. The guy just needs to get a little bit more realistic. Have you put any offers in front of him? Have you seen? Has he given you any?
Yes.
Feedback? What have you put in front?
Yeah,
of
I was probably I'd offers at that 2 million mark, like I said, just because of how shitty the cap rate is at the moment, and without getting them vacant.
Yeah,
I would. Yeah, I'm right around there. The that I got was basically he just got his 2 family members out, so the rent is starting to be a little better. He's starting to cash flow a little bit more. He could, is interested in selling the property, obviously at the right price. Might be more of a 90-day. It's a newer deal. I wanted to bring it on, but that was kind of the feedback I got. He's not in super hurry to sell it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this as if I can get to like a 7% cap rate. I mean, that's like $2.2 million. I mean, like this is a fucked up deal. Maybe a 6 cap, because my debt's I'm gonna have to put down like 35 or 40% to even have a debt coverage ratio that makes any sense to, get to a closing table here. If I let's see, 153 divided into what, 2.9 million is a 5.25 cap. I mean, it's just like I'm losing money hand over fist for the first few minutes. I mean, look, if he hypothetically can get, X amount of units vacant, and I can come into this with, with the ability to bring up some rents. I mean, I think paying in the mid 2s might not be fucking terrible, but other than that, I think this is a very hard deal to make sense of.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm probably going to treat it as a 90-day, but newer deal, so I'll bring it up.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's see here. So what I'm thinking here is the following. I think you're probably going to have to go in with saying like something like a 2.2 to 2.5 offer with the ability to get 3 to 5, maybe 3 to 8 units vacant to try to bring up the income to get it to the point where you can at least get into an entry cap rate of like a 7, minimum, so you have more upside down the road. Because the upside is spectacular. This is a great area for rentals. If you can get in and turn these units over, you're going to obviously have a much better. You can have a substantially different building.
Yeah, and I mean, just for reference, the 10's been there for 25 years. Some of these guys are paying $600-800, so it's severely under market.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, I mean, based on the fact that the rent roll is only 256 for 17 units in this market is absolutely crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely interested in the deal closer to a 2 million number, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, maybe at most, plus getting some units vacant. If you can make that happen, keep me posted. That would be fantastic. Dan, let's switch some gears. How long you been in the business?
I've been in the business going on my third year now. October 12th was my 2-year anniversary
Oh, nice. I love that.
in
Congrats.
commercial.
Yep, love that. What were you doing before commercial real estate?
I delivered pizzas. I was a student at Kean University playing baseball. Once I decided I hate college and I wasn't going pro, I said it's time to make some money, and I got into real estate.
Nice. I love that. And what are you doing for fun these days besides selling real estate?
Nothing really, to be honest with you. I mean, it's usually just wake up, go to work, chill, relax, whatever. Maybe I hang out with a girl, but usually it's just work.
Hang out with the girl.
Hang
Okay.
out with a girl.
Nice. Um, I love it. Okay, cool. So, in regards to this deal, do you only focus on multifamily, or do you do, like everyone else has been saying, multiple assets?
Yep, multiple assets. I love car washes. Car washes are a great business. Liquor stores, any type of business or investment sales is what we specialize in.
Okay. Love it, man. Well, listen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming on today. Thank you for sharing this deal. How can people get in touch with you, follow you?
Yeah, email my first and last name, just Dan Keenan, Keenan at kw.com, another Keller Williams agent. Or you could follow me on TikTok, where I go live every morning, cold calling people at Dan Keenan. Just type Dan Keenan or Dan_Keenan21, and it'll pop right up.
Love it. Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Dan. I appreciate you so much. Let's give Dan a quick jazz hands before we rock and roll. Thank you, Dan. Cool. Alrighty, let's rock and roll to the next. Yeah, thank you for coming on. All right, Adam, you are next, my friend. We're gonna have you come on. We're gonna have you pitch a deal today. 1 second, let me bring up our timer. And 3, 2, 1, let her rip. Hold on. We're gonna stop because you are muted. That would help because I can't hear a goddamn word you're saying. All
Hey
right,
guys, how you doing?
here we go. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
All right, so I have a smaller deal for you. It's a duplex in Sayville, New York. It's a 2,500 square foot building. It's split 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-bed, 1-bath. Both are paying $32.50 for their monthly rent. The tenants pay the utilities. The tenants' leases are set to expire in February. The total income for the property is $78,000. The expenses are $15.7, and the NOI is $62.3.
Okay. Where is this located?
In Sayville, New York.
Okay. Well, the whole deal's been pitched, and you're at like 37 seconds. That was impressive. All right. Everyone, what do we rate? What do we rate his ability to pitch this deal? I'll put his rating down in the description down or the comment section down below. James, what did you think?
No, I think you did a great job. I think the simplicity of it definitely helped you. You didn't have a bunch of different things going on with it, which I think makes it a lot easier. But you got everything out, and we know everything we need to know to be able to evaluate it. So I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Love it. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, obviously the fact that it was a 2-unit building, this is about as straightforward as it fucking gets. Love to see it. 78,000 gross, 15.7 in expenses, 62.3 net. Let me guess, this guy wants $1 million.
Exactly. 995.
Wow, I'm a fucking genius. Okay, so let's talk about this incredibly overpriced 2-family deal in the middle of New York. Okay, so we got a 2-family here. I mean, obviously $32.50. That's a ton of money for, I'm guessing, what, 3 bedrooms? You said?
So it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and 2-bed, 1-bath, and they're both paying the same amount. So one is a little bit under market value.
Got it. Okay, so you got a 3, 2, and a 2, 2, right?
2-1.
Oh, 2, 1. All right. Nice. All right, cool. Interesting. So it wants $1 million. My guess is that this guy bought it for 300 grand or less 15 years ago.
He bought it for 620 2 years ago.
What a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Jesus. 620. See, like, it's so interesting to me because it's like if you have that kind of money, I mean, like, we're not talking a lot, but he probably had 150 to 250,000 laying around and wanted to buy. He doesn't live in it, by the way, right?
He does not know.
Okay, yeah, nails my point even more. If you have 150K to $250,000, why the fuck are you buying a two-family, right? It's like try to find a 3, 4, 5. I mean, buy as many units as you possibly can get your fingers on. It's just so interesting to me that they do that. But obviously, he's got to sell it for $1 million to make any serious money, right?
Yeah, he's stuck at the million mark. We've had offers on the property already. We've had 800 all cash. We've had 850 looking for seller financing. We think he should be jumping at 850. I think he should be jumping at 8.
Oh, you said you have an offer at 850?
Yeah,
This guy's a moron. This might be. Oh my god, this guy just doesn't have to sell.
yeah. So that's why I wanted to bring it to you. I think we're kind of stuck on this one. I sent it out to all of our multifamily investors. They're all like, "You're crazy. You're not, or that guy's crazy. He's not going to get $1 million for it." So
Yeah, I mean, like this is one of the one of those types of deals where you're just like scratching your fucking head, like, why am I even spending any time on this?
yeah,
I feel like even just the last 4 minutes alone since you started pitching this deal, I feel like I've lost time in my life. James, what do you think about this deal?
I think he's more of a time waste than anything. I think you brought him two compelling offers, and if he's not jumping on either one, I think it's time to walk and have him call you when he gets a little bit more realistic. It's just a guy that's going to waste your time. I just dealt with this on a deal down here in Florida. He's just not a seller, and I spent $40,000 on legal fees to figure out that he's not a seller. So it's just like, yeah, it's no fun. So I would just walk from him, tell him to call you when he gets a little bit more realistic, because he will.
okay.
I love it, man. All right, so let's switch some gears. Let's get to know you a little bit. So, Adam, where are you based out of?
Based in Long Island in New York.
Long Island in New York. Love it, man. How long you been in the business for?
A little over a year, just past that year mark.
Nice, man. Congrats on that. What were you doing before real estate?
I was actually a fourth grade teacher for 4 years prior.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You lived
What the
100
heck?
miles.
Hold on. Ready? Hold on, James. Ready? Here we go. We're going to guess. I want to guess what you taught.
Well, so I'll make it
I was going to say, or you taught everything.
Yeah, elementary's everything. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Like, that's the wildest thing to me. It's like, it's like, how on planet Earth can you teach kids like, they expect you to teach them everything?
Yeah.
It's
insanity. Like, it's fucking
it was
insanity.
fun. I
God
really
bless
enjoyed
you.
it.
God bless your soul.
Yeah.
What made you become a teacher?
I had a biology degree, and it was either go medical or go teaching. And it didn't feel like teaching the older students, didn't want to deal with it. So, I like working with the younger students. They're excited about learning. I'm excited about learning. So it was a good fit. I just wanted to try something a little bit different and more
I don't
challenging.
know where you get more rejection from, fourth grade teaching or real estate. I don't know where you were hated more.
Definitely real estate.
I believe it. I believe it. Cool, man. Cool. Well, listen, what made you get into real estate then? You were teaching fourth grade and you're like, this sucks and I should get into, making some real money, or what happened?
Yeah, so I got to the end of my contract. It was, up for renewal, but it just wasn't. It wasn't making me excited anymore. I wanted something more challenging. My dad's in commercial lending. He has a friend in commercial real estate who I now work for, and the opportunity was there, and just took the leap and went for it. So it's been good ever since.
Okay. I love it. Well, tell me, so do you just focus on tiny, terrible multifamilies, or do you happen to also, do you focus on anything else?
Yeah, so I mean the focus has been multifamilies. This one's kind of a nonsense small one, but 3, 4 units. That's really the majority. That's what we see the majority of in our area. So that's what we focus on. But it's been mainly multifamily and weirdly catering halls. I mean, I have one closing in the next month, but and another one
Like
lined up.
catering halls?
Yeah,
This is the weirdest niche ever.
I know. I don't know how that happened, but it works.
This is, I don't even know how you prospect catering halls.
Well, it's kind of easy. I mean, on Long Island, there are only like so many areas that you can prospect, and there are only so many catering halls. So I have all the owners' numbers. When one goes up for sale, just call them and you get an offer, and then
Okay.
some of them are looking, so it works
All
out.
right. Adam, the catering hall, DeVito.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a
Love it.
name.
Well, I love it, man. Are you married? Are you single? I mean, we got Dan who's, dating a new chick every day while he's selling real estate in middle of Uber driving. What are you doing?
So I'm in a committed relationship, not married yet, not
Nice.
engaged, but 2 years in, and yeah, looking to the future.
Love it, man. I love it. Okay, so then you've been in the business a year. You're in a committed relationship. You were a teacher. You're loving real estate. You're selling catering halls like a madman. What do you do for fun while you're not selling commercial real estate and not spending time with your committed relationship?
Yeah, I love to be outside, playing sports, going fishing, really anything outdoors I'm all about. So just doing that with friends and family, it's a good time.
Fishing. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's a great fishing spot in Long Island?
Anywhere. I mean, we're surrounded by water, so
Do you just
yeah.
go in the ocean? Is it just like I feel like the my cousin who fishes a lot says like there's only some really to get really good fish you got to go in some like really niche places.
Yeah, the biggest fish we have are like, I don't know, like 6 inches, like where we are. So
That's
it's
a
like,
that's a bitch fish.
yeah, well, just like this duplex, right? So
There you go. You are fishing for fucking duplexes when you should be fishing for gigantic multifamily properties and strip centers. What the fuck?
yeah.
Where
But
where are these bigger fish at?
are you talking fish or real estate?
Yeah, I'm talking fish. I'm talking fish for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll get back to real estate.
They're probably South Shore, Long Island. I'm on the North Shore, but
Got it. Doesn't make sense to travel all the way down there to actually have some real fun.
it probably does. Probably does. Yeah.
I get it. What any interesting real estate books that you've read throughout your career?
Um, so I have read some really interesting real estate books, but one of the things that like really stands out to me are actually your videos. It's like I'm not a learner that can sit there and just read everything, but seeing the videos and having it more, applied and come to life, that's really where I found a lot
I appreciate
of
that a lot.
guidance.
Yeah, well, we make the content for people just like yourself, man.
Thank you.
So hopefully you can stop selling shitty duplexes and get into selling more catering halls.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. So, sweet, man. Well, listen, how can people follow you and get in touch with you if they happen to have a buyer for this terrible two-family?
Yeah, so I don't really have social media at this point, but if you're interested in the duplex or any properties that we have, you can reach me at adevito at nycreli.com. I'll put it in the chat, but thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Adam, for being on here. I appreciate
Yeah,
you, man. Let's give
you're welcome.
Adam jazz hands or a round of applause. Thank you so much for being on, man.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Niles, you are next, my friend. We're going to ask you to unmute so you don't just start speaking when we can't hear a word you're saying.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Hold on. We're going to
Gotcha.
lower your hand so you don't just have a random hand in the corner. And your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
All right. So what I have for you today is a 9-unit in New Brunswick. They are netting 127,000. Their gross is 175,000. They have 48,000 in expenses. And they really are trying to sell the property, but they have approved permits for an additional 18 units on this property as well. They have an LOI for 1.9 million. It's around 7,500 square feet. From what I see on Reonomy, I have to probably double check with him. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. What I have.
Okay. I think we have a record 36 seconds.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Okay. 36 seconds. Holy shit. Nice
That's what I do.
job. Put your ratings down in the chat box down below. How did Niles do?
Yeah.
Put it in the chat box down below. Let's see what people are saying here.
Okay.
James, in the meantime, what do you think?
No, I think you did well. I think I wanted to hear a little bit more about the property itself, like what comprises of the 9 units, what are we buying, and then what exactly is approved for the 18 units? Are they all 1 bedrooms? Are they 2 bedrooms? Kind of what do we think
Yeah, so
we think the income there could be?
So what I have for the 9-unit is 5 1-bed 1 baths, 3 4-bed 1 baths, and one 2-bed, 1 bath. When it comes to the actual units of what would be there of 2 beds, 3 beds, I didn't actually go that far. That's actually on me. So I'll get that information as well.
Are you talking
But
about like what could be? You mean the 18 units?
yes, yeah. The additional 18 units. I have no idea what beds
Is
and
that
baths.
approved?
Yes, yeah. So he told me that there's two versions of approvals. I guess when you're doing real estate, he says he's just got done with the first part. It said it took him a year to get all the approvals done. He has a rendering of the property of what it would look like, what it would look like as well.
Okay. Is he accepting 1.9 or what is he
Uh,
doing?
yeah, he has a signed LOI for 195, and he said, "Look, you have 3 days until we go into contract. If you find
Jesus.
anyone who wants to offer more, you can." But I really, he says he didn't. It's not like he needs to sell the property. He says it's making him like 75 grand a year, so he's doing pretty good. But I just wanted to put it out there, see what you guys thought.
Okay. James, what are your thoughts on this one?
I'm trying to get what the cap rate is on that.
So 127 NOI into basically $2 million.
6.3.
6.3 cap day one.
Yeah.
This is in, you said what area of New Jersey?
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick. All right, this is like an up and coming area. You got a lot of money being poured into it. It's been up and coming a long time. It's a good, decent area for sure.
Apparently, a new school, and this is why he bought it. Was there's a school that apparently they spent like 55 million on it, was built like right behind the property, and he knew that before he bought the property, which is why he has it today.
Okay, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
how long ago did this guy buy it? 5 days ago? Double his money or what's happening?
If I recall right, I'm pretty sure 2014.
2014. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right. So James, what are you thinking about this deal? Where are we going to be on this?
Well, I think that it's hilarious that he's out shopping at when he has a signed LOI and he's about to go under contract.
Yeah.
I just think that's the best. But I think all in all, I don't hate the deal. You would have to educate me a little bit more on the area, Henry, Niles. But
Yeah, great college town. I'd say it's a great
Yes.
college town for sure.
how do we think the rents are? Do we think the rents are a little bit below market? Do we think we could get a little bit more juice there?
Since it's New Brunswick, it's a little bit different. Like these 1-bed, 1 baths are getting rented for $13.20 per month, which I think is absurd. That's insane, but that's what they're renting for. The 4 beds are being rented for 2,000.
You're saying comps, or is that what you're saying?
Oh,
Comps.
this is what's like
Oh,
what
you're
he's
saying
renting for.
currently. You're saying
Yeah,
currently.
like currently,
Yeah.
all 1-bed, 1 baths are all renting for 1,300 to
Uh-huh.
14. The 4 beds are renting for all around that 2,000 mark, like 2,080, 2,020, and the 1 2-bed is renting for 1,600. So very high rents, very high rents, actually, in my opinion.
Well, I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying it's cheap, and then you're saying it's high. I don't know what's going on.
Oh no, I kept saying no. I think it's high, but I also am not too familiar with New Brunswick, but I do know that it's pretty high. Well, at least it's on market.
You're saying what's high? The rent?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're high or the rents are high. I don't know what's high right now. So it's like what? So like the rents for a 4-bedroom are $2,000, and you think that's high, but you think the 1-bedroom rents are low.
Yeah, no, the 1-bedroom rents are high. The 4 bedrooms are actually pretty good. The 4 beds, yes, are pretty good.
Okay, got it. So let's put those aside for a second. The 4 bedrooms are pretty good. The
Yeah.
1-bedrooms are cheap, is what you're saying.
No, 1 bedrooms are expensive.
Expensive, yes.
What do you think market rent is there? Did we look it up?
We did not look it up. I looked it up.
Okay, well,
not.
I would highly recommend if you want to know if it's a good deal to know the
Yeah.
market.
I don't know what's inside the property. Like I don't know what it looks like on the inside at all. He didn't give me much information there.
Okay, well, you have apparently 72 hours until this deal explodes. So
Yeah.
the countdown has started. We don't know what the market is.
Interesting. I mean, the fact that he has approved, I don't know exactly where he is in the approval process, but there's a lot of value being prescribed to the 18 units that he's approved for.
Yes.
So, I mean, this
sure.
is something that actually could make sense. So I would suggest getting a little bit more deeper into the weeds on the market and
Mhm.
So-
what we could lease those 18 units for.
Well, I would look at it like this. The 18 units to me is probably worth like 30 grand a door, 25 to 30 grand a door. Those 30,000 times 18 is worth 540 grand. And that means we're getting the 9 apartments. If we're paying $2 million minus 540, we're getting 9 units for 146. So 146 divided into, or 127 grand, which is the NOI right now. Which, by the way, I don't believe. What's the gross income number on this thing?
175.
Yeah, like 175. By the way, there is no way that you're netting 127. I just feel like there's a very light expense rate.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So you're at, like, I'm getting a 113 NOI divided into the 146. I mean, it's still a 7.7 cap. It's not horrible. Maybe even an 8 cap if you're a little bit less conservative. So an 8 cap on current building, and then you're getting the 18 units for 30 grand a door, which then you could probably rent those out for probably 1,500 to maybe probably closer to 1,800 bucks a piece. Okay, so then that next building, 1,800 bucks average a unit times 18 is 32,000 a month. 32.4 times 12, 338 times 0.7, netting 270 on the 18 units. What can you build an apartment right now, James?
I don't know. That's what I was just about to ask you.
Yes, I was just going to get your 2 cents, but yeah, I think you could build for probably two and change a door ish.
Yeah, I think you're probably about right. Maybe even a little bit more than that. It might be more
Yeah,
like
I'm saying 225 ish was my guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Carry 250 just to be a little conservative.
All right, so
That was my guess as
220,
well.
272 divided into, let's just say, an 8% cap rate all day long is worth 3.4 million. So it's worth about maybe you can get like a 6.5 cap then. Let's say 275 divided by 6.5% divided by 18 units. It's worth about 235 a door. So it's worth about what you pay. So yeah, I would say this, Niles.
Mhm.
Run.
Run?
As in, get away from this deal. I think this guy's a waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to beat the 1.95 million bucks here by any means. I think this guy has already got if this guy's got a legitimate offer at 195, I think he takes it and runs for the hills.
Yeah, no, you're right. And he sent me the LOI. He told me not to send it to anyone, but he did send me the LOI that he signed. Like,
That's
look,
the
I'm not bullshitting
funniest
you.
thing.
Yeah, no, yeah. He was like, dude, I need you to keep this confidential. I'm like, dude, I got you. I really haven't shown anyone.
Very
So,
strange flex.
yeah.
Turns flex.
I like the flex, man. I like the flex.
It's okay. The guy will fall out of contract.
Yeah,
yeah,
It
probably.
might fall out of contract. That's right. Well, listen, man. Let's shift gears a little bit. Tell me, how long you been in the business for?
Around a month and a half.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
New to the industry. I love it. What'd you do beforehand?
I was a realtor. I think that's how most commercial brokers start. I don't know, but yeah, I was a realtor for 2 years.
Okay.
And yeah, I was really more into the investing side. Never really wanted to do any of this, but kind of fell into my lap and just wanted to talk to more investors. And yeah, it's been going great. I've been loving it.
Okay. So before real estate, what did you do?
I never really had a real job. I trained people in tennis, so that I would like teach little kids how.
You just randomly turned off your microphone. in the
Yeah, your
middle.
mic cut off.
All I heard you say is I train little kids, and then you just shut up.
And
Can you hear me?
It's a very
guys hear me?
strange timing. Cut off.
Holy crap, that was absurd. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, now we hear you quite well. Why don't you finish the sentence so we can make that not so strange? Up. Now you're muted again. Hold on, we got to ask to unmute you.
Henry's gonna get demonetized.
I'm
right, there
gonna
we
be. I'm gonna be kicked off of YouTube for saying we're training little kids.
Whoa, hold on now. That is absurd.
Your mic is making you do it. Apparently,
That is all right. Yeah, you said it, not me. All right, but like, no. So I was helping little kids play tennis. I'm a tennis player. Obviously, I'm 6'3". You see the features. What else would I play? Obviously, it's tennis. So that's what I got
I would
into.
have not guessed tennis. Let's just
What do
say
you
that.
mean? What do you mean? What else would I be playing?
What else would you play?
Any other sport
do you mean?
besides tennis?
Any other
I don't know what he means. What other sport would I be playing besides tennis?
I see the frame for tennis.
You see the
I
frame for
see-
tennis, right?
I
You know
see.
what I
frame
mean?
for
I
tennis.
see.
You can
I
see
see.
me. That's what I'm saying. What is he talking about? Come on, Henry. I gotta get filtered here,
Listen, I suck at just about every sport. Okay, so
Bro,
I have
I'll
no.
put you in tennis.
I'm 5'6" on a good day. I am not built for sports. Okay,
Dude, you train with me for a month. You're gonna be a killer. I promise you that.
are you saying at tennis or are we just saying in general?
That's up to you. All right. I don't know which way you're swinging, but I'll swing with you, buddy.
Okay, so speaking of swinging, how's your tennis game? Are we?
Yeah, I was ranked for a little while. And then I went to college. My grades were terrible, so I went to college. I had to go to community college until I could actually play for Rutgers. But then that's when COVID happened, and then I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and then I'm like, all right, I'm the best player at a D3 college. there's no way I'm going professional. You know what I mean? There's no way. You know, I got to be real with myself. And then that's when I went strictly into real estate. I kind of just left college right away. I didn't want any debt. And then I kind of just pursued that ever since then.
I love it, man. I've heard a lot of people start off with Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think it's a fantastic book to get people started.
100%. Multifamily Millions is a good one as well. That's what got me into multifamily real estate.
Yeah. And a quick side note for all of you, for everyone who's listening, write down the best real estate or business book you have ever read. Write that down in the chat box down below. I think obviously Rich Dad Poor Dad seems to be like one of the big books that everyone seems to read. So I love that.
Oh yeah, he's a douchebag though.
See, you said he's a douchebag though. He is a strange ass motherfucker, dude. He is a strange guy. He's like the strangest person on planet Earth. The way he talks, I mean, I give him a lot of respect for sure. Yeah. But he is strange.
This is one thing I'll say right before I leave. My friend Spencer, he's a heart surgeon, and he did a heart surgery on Robert Kiyosaki. They ended up becoming good buds, and then he ended up hiring my friend to actually be his personal assistant for like a year and a half. Hold on. The stories that he told me about him is insane.
Let me just ask you a very serious question. Did you just say your friend who was a heart surgeon?
Oh no, his dad. I'm sorry. No, his dad was a heart surgeon.
I was about to say, who the fuck leaves becoming a heart surgeon to be Robert Kiyosaki's assistant?
Yeah, no.
That is a very that's a poor career choice.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But no, it was his father. He was a heart surgeon. He operated on Robert Kiyosaki. They got a good relationship, and then he worked with him for around a year and a half. And the stories he would tell me, that guy is crazy. Let me tell you,
sounds like it.
That's pretty much it.
All right, man. Sweet. Well, listen, I appreciate you jumping on today. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Tell me, how can people get in touch with you, follow you? You know, if they happen to have a buyer in the next apparently 15 minutes for this deal, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, you can get in touch with me. My Instagram is niles.co, like Nile River with an S, and then just DOTCO. Or my TikTok as well, like Dan, niles.co, same thing. I was TikTok famous on that for anime content. So if you like that too, go ahead and follow me.
Well, you were animated, my friend, for sure. So
thank you.
What about an email so people can be a little bit more professional and reach out to you?
Yes, Niles, same thing, dot, like a period, CO at outlook.com. is my email. Yeah.
Awesome. If you guys have any buyers for Niles' deal in the next 15 minutes, make sure you reach out to him right away before this deal expires.
15 minutes.
Appreciate you, man, for jumping on. Thank you.
Thank you. Peace.
Of course.
Thanks, Niles.
Thank you.
Awesome. Does anybody else have any deals that they would like to pitch today? Obviously, we still have a little bit of time before we wrap up things. I want to make sure everyone feels like they pitched any deals they wanted to. If you have any deals, please feel free to raise your virtual hand. We'll have you jump on. My tech support team said that we went live on the wrong YouTube channel. So fuck yeah. So excited about that. It's all right. We're going to record this and we're going to post it normally. So it's all right. All right. Well, listen, James, what did you think about these deals? Which one do you think was your favorite? If we had a bunch of money to go invest in one of these deals, which one are we buying?
Oh God, I don't know. I think honestly,
that sounds like none.
Probably the one that I would be most interested in, and maybe just because it's probably closer to my wheelhouse, was probably Kohl's. I just thought that was a little bit more interesting, had a little bit better credit tenants in the mix. Still don't know exactly what it is because there's a parking lot, there's multifamily, there's this and that, but I
guarantee you if we had him come on again, there would be like 7 new things about the deal.
Yeah, exactly. There'd be office incorporated into it, and then we'd really be running for the hills.
That's right.
All in all, I think everybody did a good job. I think it's a tough, stressful environment. Pitching deals to some guys that you've never met, but I think everybody did great. But all in all, I think Kohl's deal would probably be the one that I would pick as the best deal of the day.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you. I mean, look, I'm liking a lot of these deals. I like Kohl's deal a lot. I think Kohl's deal, if we can get it close to like 900K, that's a great deal. And I also think that Dan's 17 unit deal, if we can get that close to like 2.1 to 2.2 million, I think that would have been a great deal as well. Other than that, I think those were the top 2 major deals that we like so far. Sweet. Well, listen, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We're going to be doing this live each and every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys would like to pitch your deal, make sure you guys jump on the Zoom link It'll be the same Zoom link each and every single week. Maybe next week we'll go for 90 seconds. We'll see if people need it. We'll try out 90 seconds just to give some people who don't understand how to pitch a deal, give them a little bit more time to get through what they need to get through. I hope you guys enjoyed the content today. Obviously, we're going to get this posted on YouTube. If you guys have any other deals that you guys would like us to underwrite, make sure that you send them over to info@henryeisenstein.com. James, how can people follow you and get in touch with you? I know you're a badass real estate developer based in Florida, but if you want to share a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. So just a little bit of background on me. I have my own real estate development company. I focus in small bay industrial real estate. The company's called Hazel Street Capital. You can reach me via email at james@hazelstreet abbreviated capital.com. Always happy to talk to people, always happy to, set some time aside and discuss. Love talking to different young people about their deals and trying to give them as much guidance as I can. So feel free to shoot me an email, and you can find me on LinkedIn as well as at James Ryan.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you not sharing your Instagram, your OnlyFans, or any other random social media platform where people can find you.
The only fans you'll find out through the email.
That's right.
It's in the signature.
Right. So yeah, give James a ring. If you happen to have any interesting development deals, please feel free to give him a ring. He's got a plethora of knowledge in regard to the development. Specializes in Florida. Do you buy also outside of Florida?
Yeah, we buy outside of Florida. Yeah, mainly like northeastern, a little bit in Columbus, Ohio, just because I'm from there, but mainly Florida.
Cool. Well, listen, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. This is going to wrap up our very first episode of Henry Unfiltered. Again, we're coming to you live each and every single week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to join us and pitch more deals, you must be on the Zoom. Other than that, make sure you tune in on YouTube as well. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic rest of your night. Take care.
Thanks, guys.